Happy New Year. 2023 is upon us and already flying. It's almost the end of the month already. But anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying your year so far. I know I am. It's been great these last few weeks. Time of renewal, a time of reassessing and reevaluating, and also a time for fasting. So it is that time of year where my church and a lot of Christians, for the matter of fact, take time out to fast. From food, from social media, from TV, from all those things that tend to distract us. And so this year we're fasting. For me, I'm fasting against, not fasting against, but I'm fasting from social media. Fasting from certain types of foods. There's a Daniel fast, so I'm kind of focusing on fruit and vegetables. But it's not so much those types of things that are driving the fast. It's more of a time for me to get closer to God. That's why I'm fasting. It's just to, really get some direction for the new year. Because as you guys already know, there's so many different distractions. There's so many things that are going on. And if you're not careful, you just get caught up into it. So before I won't even call it crazy, before this year gets started, it probably may be a crazy year. It's going to be a good year, good and crazy year. How about that? Before the year gets started, it's this. I like to use this time to kind of slow down and really seek what God has in store for His people. And one of the best ways to do that is to really fast. Basically, denying yourself all the pleasantries of life, whether that's food, whether that's social media, whether that's entertainment, those things that we tend to like to do a lot. Well, we love to eat. We have to survive over eating, right? But anyway, it's a time to kind of not so much hunger for those things, but hunger for God, hunger for Christ, wanting to know more about what He has plans for us. And the cool thing about fasting is that it really strengthens your spirit man. It makes your spirit man very sensitive to the nature of God. You become more sensitive to His presence. You become more sensitive to His direction. You become more sensitive to His guidance. And then with being more sensitive, then you can really do the things that He's called you to do and get clear, precise direction on the next steps. So that's kind of where my mindset is as far as fasting. And I just truly want to get closer to God. I mean, there's nothing better than that. Just to be able to be a part of His Spirit, just a part of His presence, and being in the midst of His presence is a glorious thing. So I wanted to read this quick verse out of Matthew 6, verses 16, and it talks about fasting and the things that you should do and you shouldn't do. But in here, I'm reading out the NIV version. It's when you fast, do not look somber as the hypocrites do, for they disfigure their faces to show men they are fasting. I tell you the truth, they have received their reward in full. But when you fast, put oil on your head and wash your face, so that it would not be obvious to men that you're fasting, but only to your Father, who is unseen, and your Father, who sees what is done in secret, will reward you. So that's kind of what fasting is all about. It's not so much looking like you're fasting, like, what are you doing? I'm fasting today. I'm weak and tired and all ashy and nasty looking. But when you fast, nobody should really know that you're fasting. Of course, when you're doing a corporate fast, like I'm doing with my church, we're all kind of collectively coming together to do a fast. But still, we shouldn't be all, walking around all worn out and tired looking, even though we may feel that. But we should be, bubbly and energetic and so forth. And in actuality, it's a weird thing. But even though I'm maybe hungry, I don't feel weak. And the weird thing about it too is that when you've been fasting for long periods of time, you're no longer feeling hungry. You're just more used to the habit of eating, which is strange. So, and it makes sense because, when we eat, we kind of have a particular schedule when we eat. We eat, some of us eat breakfast, some of us eat lunch, some of us eat dinner, some of us eat all day long. But anyway, when you're fasting, you kind of break those habits of doing those things throughout the day. So anyway, let me ask you guys a question. What are you fasting from as you enter this new year? Are you fasting at all? But if you are fasting, in your comments, just let me know what you're fasting from and what you're seeking as we go into the new year. So anyway, let me know. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe, share with friends, family. And until we get together next time, you guys have a blessed day. Take care. God bless. We'll see you.